to cross the ever-threatening threshold when I heard a low, bass growl merely inches from the spot I had stood. Clickety-click, I heard. It asked. Silence. Clickety-click. It asked again, this time far more urgent. And then, Dorsitamen non habemus. Shit, I said. You're Cerebrus, the three-headed dog. And now you tell me you have no bottoms? Well, I don't know what to say, I stated. Then I realized that this creature could be beaten. Come forward, dog shit fucking brains, or I can see you, I commanded. Slowly it inched forward. It was grotesque. I slowly offered a grenade. Here, fag, fetch! I lobbed the grenade behind me and jumped out of the way. It ran to grab it, and when its canines just brushed it, it blew each of its fucked up heads right off and sent shrapnel into each of its obscene orifices. It yelped once and died. Thank Jesus I was well versed in Latin, I thought. Then the nightmare began. As I ventured further into hell, I heard the music, metaphysically melting my morose melon. I had entered the land of the dancing demons, and their satanic spell was fusing my soul with theirs. Quickly I took a swig of beer and shook my head. I escaped the curse, I yelled. Ha, you useless pieces of putrid, prepubescent pony dung! You can all fuck off! They became mesmerized because they didn't know who I was, so they went forever to be lost. In the realm land, searching for Off, for they did not know who Off was. Some down, some to go, I thought. I put on my flashlight mining hard hat and started my motorcycle. I brought it along, thank God. I passed through the pit of squalor without a hassle, not much action, and rode on. Out of nowhere I heard the sonic boom of a demonic footstep, and realized instantly that the famed Behemoth was in the vicinity. One of Satan's close pals, Behemoth was a demon of brute force, and even though I don't believe he controlled all of the lecherous legions, his elephant-like head and massive frame suggested he was one tough motherfucker. But alas, no prehistoric pachydermic pus-face was going to piss me off. I loaded my service-to-service missile launcher. I sighted him. He saw me, cursing or ran at me. He was a half-mile away, but he was big. Like a rainstorm, his urine flew at me in a tidal spray from his gray and gorged penis. I lowered mine into his genocidal genitals and launched. In a flurry of hot piss, semen, blood, hair, and shit and guts, the lower half of his body blew apart. It reminded me of the time I filled a condom with gastric fluid and bile and dropped it on the United States Senate president. He screamed like a shark would scream. I once again shot a missile up his trunk, this time his brains, and more shit flew out of his ears, back of his head, and eye cavities. He was dead, yay. All of a sudden, completely unrelenting, festering fear took over me. I had to escape, I did. As I sat home, I thought, soon I'll have to go back. Soon. I lit a smoke. I inhaled. End part 1. As you future viewers will come to see, whoever the hell writes this stuff, it's gotta be really nuts. I mean, really nuts. I'll read you another one. Just quickly, it's a short one. I don't want to bore you. This one is Bizarre Adventures from the Realm Land. It was a dark evening. The sky seemed to have a certain kind of red. It's a kind of red that you may find in a dark passage deep within the caverns of hell. I was alone and I had to take a mean shit. The facilities were about 10 miles back, and I had no way of getting to them. That's okay though, I've held the shit off for 3 days before. The dog had caught onto a scent up ahead. He was running now. What was it? I stopped and cut my nostril hair. The dog gave a great echoing yelp. He had died. This caused me to cry, for I loved my dog with all my toes. The shit started to flow. I couldn't hold it any longer. Like the tears in my eyes, the shit had taken control of my brain. I was looking for a truck, and I only had 3 smokes left in my pack. I had purchased them at the store in the mountain. Something weird was about to happen, and I was starting to shit again. It was just like I had stepped onto the boat to Saigon, but I'd never even been to the ocean. Where was my dog? I started to piss now. All of my bodily functions were back around the tree. I hope that the Indians get the horse from the river. I think he may be downstream from the factory. I started to salivate. You can imagine this is some really bizarre adventures from the realm land, I think, describes it. What else do we have? That'll just be a moment. I'm just searching for the worthy things. Here's one that seems to be a favorite in the underground. This one is called The Gods of Love. And remember, once again, these authors are unknown. And while any literature scholar would try and, classify this kind of writing, I don't know what you'd try and classify it, maybe as a Hemingway, Poe mixture, I don't know. Bizarre. Anyhow, this is The Gods of Love. The sun shone like an African Zeno passage. I lit a smoke and inhaled deeply. It's been 9 years since the accident. For some godforsaken reason, I still can't accept the fact that it's over. I knew it had happened, that it would end, but didn't know when. It really started when I met her. She was from Memphis. She was a coon, and she was hot. When she would start me up, I wouldn't stop. Too many times it seemed she'd come to my emotional rescue. The fact that she had some sort of morbid sympathy for the devil. We spent the night together. Her lips were big, a fat kind of large. In fact, she had open sores on her fat, gross lips. Her ass was round, the kind of round that you don't find every day. Her knees were like logs in the moonlight. I remember only too well how she puked when she would eat Haagen-Dazs, when she drank too much, or when she took in just a little bit too much of my bullshit. One day while I was dancing at the local Maasai Warrior nightclub, she showed up, completely pissed out of her regurgitative mind. Of course I was miffed. You see, she really didn't care much what the others would think. She was a rebel. She was a rocker. She was a fat, disgusting, overzealously incongruent, lipidacious piece of hog lard, but I loved her with all my pathetic fucking heart. Just like I love you. Why? I don't believe I could ever divulge that to you, you asshole. I'm sorry. I don't think I ever meant to say that. Because quite frankly, you were my diamond of love in the sea of destruction. You were my shrew in the shrubs, my cat of the cars, my lark of the kiss. Anyhow, I do really like her. She's quite nice and good. She's my daughter of the dawn in a world of pain. Someday I believe I'm really going to help her to maybe understand her obesity, her goals, her moles. Yes, I love her. But fuck, is she ever fucking fast. Let's see what else is in here. Some titles to look for. Axiom number 11. Dogma? What the hell is this? Dogma. Remember, hiatus on a high roller. Wow. This one is, it just says Dear Diary. 07/21/86 is the date. Her hair was blue-black, the kind of black you don't see very often. Unless you see it a lot, then of course it might seem normal. Unless of course you live in a tribe of albino Greeks, then it would seem strange. We used to take walks in the park, and if we were lucky, we'd run into a drug dealer. Then I'd let him rape her. It was beautiful. On we'd go to the amusement park, where I'd push her under roller coaster cars just as they came down from a big hill. Then I'd kill the ride operator for being slack on the job. Hospital costs were ridiculous, but I was a rich son of a bitch. Our first child was a boy. We named him Joey Moss after the great Edmonton Oilers stick boy. We ate him for Thanksgiving in '82. It was very oblong and three-dimensional when our second and last child was born. It was a girl. We called her Snoopy, and we used to have many laughs throwing her out from behind parked cars onto the street. I can't quite remember where she went, but I'm rather happy. They give me everything I need here at the Alberta Hospital. I even have my own set of keys. It's great. Well, I'll write later. Bye-bye. Love, Tiny Bob. As you can see, the stories in this anthology of stories is just amazing. I don't know who wrote these. I don't know. You out there, in the future when you view this, are going to probably find it to be quite weird, quite obscene, quite racist even. The more I read them, I begin to think that the author intended to not express his personal views, maybe express a part of his brain covered in dementia, but I don't believe that it's the author's personal views. I believe that the author is essentially poking fun at all the sickness and idiocy and racism that is in the world. Personally, I'm really against racism, neo-Nazis, and Ku Klux Klan members. I believe that, most men are equal. I wouldn't judge equality by race or by money or by where a person lives or what their family is. I believe people are equal if they let themselves be, if they can see in their heart to accept everyone else as what they are. This one's called Fuck the Bitch. But in my heart I was seething. Yes, the little fucking bitch had done it again. I don't know why I stayed with her, but something about her pubis just made me stay. It seemed to be so large and pubescent. I don't understand just what it was that kept us close. Maybe it was that time at the reef of death and hatred and murder and sorrow and marriage and divorce. Or maybe the time we went to the ocean aquarium and the squid attacked her with such extreme, violent, proportionalistic, extreme, vigorously, horrid, consumeristic, fucking, density-embalmed, corpse-like hatred. Yeah, that was it. She was such a fucking whore. Sometimes I felt like giving her a big fucking carrot and making her eat it about halfway, then throwing the rest to the poor Ethiopian kids down the block, who were really hard up for some used clothing. Yeah, that would make her think about the unfortunate people of the fourth hemispherical contemplainity, who for some godforsaken reason have no sense of alcoholistic reasoning beyond the dog-like door openings that lead to promiscuity. Think about it, you Horkhedian, moralistic, soggy, hopeless mattress head. If you were to get your fingertips on the controls, who knows who would make their rounds in the assigned areas? That one is signed, Sincerely, Sergeant Rainlord. No, not signed, sorry. Typed, Sincerely, Sergeant Rainlord. It's really bizarre, some of the stuff that's in here. Like, Sergeant Rainlord is it's really bizarre when one tries to analyze such things. Oh, I haven't shown you. Do you ever watch a TV and they say if you send a certain amount every month, you can get a kid, and you can help this kid to live and everything? Well, there's this kid right here. Here. Who lives in that right there. Her name is Flower, and she's this child that I adopted by sending 23 cents a day to feed this child. And Flower lives pretty well. She lives in Barbados. She lives in the poverty area. She's a very cute little girl. If you look again. And that way too. That way. When it's upside down. And that way. You know what I'm saying? It's really it's really opportunistic. If you understand my thinking. I don't know if you do. I do. Well, here I am. I'm waiting for my little brother Jesse. He's not home. It's 10:30. He's only 14. 10 to 11. Sorry. He's only 14 years old. I know he stayed at his friend's house last night. But I don't know where the hell he is tonight. You'd think that he would be at home, safe. He hasn't phoned. So I don't know where he would be. Rush is coming to everything. So is David Bowie. Aerosmith tickets went on sale this Saturday, and I didn't get any. I plan on getting them this weekend, though. Because I can't miss that concert, not for anything. But that, once again, it's called Tales of Perigo. A collection of very short stories, 1989 to 1990 and continued. Or simple paragothy and humor, I believe it says. I also want you to see this book, The Dancing Wu Lee Masters. You see that? Dancing Wu Lee. It's the most exciting intellectual adventure I've been on since reading Robert Serg's Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Christopher Lehman Hopkins in the New York Times writes. It's an overview of the new physics. Dancing Wu Lee Masters. That was written by my friend. My friend Sean Lilly. He's been my friend for many years. He's moved down to Oceanside, California. He's working with Family Fitness Centers. His dad owns a bunch of them. But he's working at the bottom. He's doing sales and walk-ins and selling people memberships. And he went down with his son, Vince, who will be 2 years old soon. Or a year and a half old? I don't know. A year, 2 years old. He's my nephew, sort of, and his girlfriend, Sabrina. And he's been 20 bob every day. I talked to him 2 nights ago. And he's doing really well, and he wants me to come down. And I may come down in the summer, or I may even head down in March. We'll see when I can afford to do it. But because I'm going to be a rock star, I'm going down to LA, and we're going to go to a lot of places. He lives out of San Diego, so Anaheim and all that's really close. So I can go see Mickey Mouse. I've seen him when I was, I don't know, it was 1976. I saw Mickey and Minnie, and it was a bicentennial of those goddamn meetings. But it was nice, it was really nice. So anyhow, I'm going down, and when I'm in LA, I'm going to check out the scene, see what it's all about. Maybe go to the whiskey. Go to some good places, I guess. Have some smokes and beer. Lots of beer. I couldn't live without beer, I don't think. See, I put myself into ADAC too, because I believe I had a real bad alcohol problem, and I've been controlling it really well. I mean, I still go out and have a few beers sometimes, and sometimes I go a bit too far. But the more that I can control it, the better I feel. Like, I mean, I don't want to feel that I have to go and get drunk. And lately I haven't felt that I've had to. Although sometimes I get stressed out and I think I have to. But, you know how it goes. Brother. I got my friend Tony, I've known him for years, Ken Conlon. He's a Viking. I just read all about the stuff about Vikings and how brutal and merciless they were. What barbarians they were. Ken's not a barbarian though. I got quite a few friends. Steve Whalen. He's got a little girl, Phaedra, and his girlfriend, Dylan. Good people. He's a hippie sort of. He thinks like I think, and I like that. I know a lot of people. I used to do a radio show at the university. I know black music now. This guy named Bill Connolly, MCAOK, does it. He's doing some albums. He's going to make it big for himself in the rap world. He's a white guy. He's talented, man. Also, Al Lichtenstein, he's a daddy now. Just recently. In fact, I'll call him. I'm going to see if he's home. Calling for dollars, Walter Cronkite. I make a dancing machine. I usually do. As a routine. Cool sounding answering machine. Al! Yeah, it's Kent calling. I'm just at home. It's 5 to 11 on February 12th. February 13th, sorry. I want to wish you and yours a happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, because I won't hear from you tomorrow. But give me a call tomorrow night if you can. I don't know if I'm going to be with Sarah, so we'll see. But get a hold of me. And peace. Free Mortimer, man. Adios. Oh, say hi to son Rob. Okay, well, I've about had it. I think think I've about had it. I'm going to switch tapes first here. Just rewinding my tape now. Can you see me? Good. I'm just flipping through this book right now, by the way. It's a very good book. All the Crusades, Joan of Arc, all the kings. Talks about the King Henry that was fucking nuts, you know what I mean? Insane. The Wars of the Roses. The Vikings. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier when I was talking with Ken. The medieval scene. It's pretty basic, doesn't go into too much detail, but gives you all the dates, stuff like that. They've got woodcuts, old carvings. Look at these beautiful pictures. Servants of Henry II. Wooden keeps. Norman kings. Explains the feudal system. Goes into pretty good depth of the Vikings too, and how bloodthirsty bastards they were supposed to be. The Norsemen, you see right there, where they lived. These crazy Norsemen. Boats that they went on. Acknowledgements. The Viking with the Raven Banner. Nuts, Vikings. Nuts they are. Nuts. My tape's still rewinding, so just hold on. It's almost done, too. Okay. But I gotta go, because I'm going to bed. So, peace, free Mortimer. Like a leaf, man. How are you doing? All you TV Land viewers. Good, I hope. I hope you're doing very well. It's Valentine's Day today. Sarah's gonna come over and visit. So, I'm looking forward to that. We're going to spend some time together. I have to study biology tonight. And French. I have an exam. Tomorrow. In both. So who knows what's going to go on. It won't pass. What do you think out there, kiddies? Will I pass? I think I will. Anyhow, just reporting from my diary. We talked to my brother a little while ago. Jesse, that was. I don't know if we're going to talk to Chris today or not, because quite frankly, I don't know where the hell he is. My dad's going to be back on Friday night, so I'll be glad to see me. I guess it was minus 33 last night. It's going to be minus 27 here tomorrow. In great old St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. The great white north. Anyhow. That's all I have to say. School's exciting. Nothing happened too great. No, nothing happened too great. Peace. Good morning, man. Bye. It's Kent again. It's Thursday, February 15th. My diary, my video diary. Tonight I'm going out to Club Gold for the law. I don't know where Jesse is. I'm gonna go find him. I went out after school today with Steve and Brian for brew. It's pretty cool. I checked on a couple jobs where I applied. I had a French exam today and a biology exam today. And I was supposed to have an English exam and an essay, but it got canceled. I'm going out. I said to Club Gold. Anne Marie's coming to pick me up. Sarah's going with Zach to a game, a hockey game. Zach's playing hockey. And I'm trying to set up Anne Marie with Tony. So we'll see what can happen. They're coming at 9:15. It is now 25 to 9. I'm restless, but I'm also relaxed. After I got home from school, I rehearsed a bit, played some guitar, went over some vocal training. Now I'm smoking again, destroying everything that I just worked for. My drummer, John McCormick, is probably going to show up tonight. I may be renting a PA this weekend for sure. I kind of got a good lead on one, so I may take it up and do it. My dad will be back tomorrow night. Marion was supposed to be by today with Kentucky Fried Chicken for us, that's what she said. But, I mean, I don't know if she'll bring it or not. Well, she hasn't brought it yet, and it's 25 to 9, so I know she will. What else? Is there anything else? Oh. Reflection. Reflection angle. Yeah. That's great, isn't it? Anyhow, Lynn and Sherry were going to come pick me up. But they're not, so I can reverse and sing back in USSR. Peace. See this vest? It's great, isn't it?